Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you had a really good day today. Welcome to my bite-sized 10-minute masterclass. And today I'm sharing with you about the most valuable resource out there for community and family studies teachers. So I'd love to hear what you personally think. Like, what is your go-to resource? What have you absolutely loved to use in your classroom? What has made a really big impact on your kids? What resource have you kind of used to really step up your game in supporting your students? Because, look, I completely know I've been there and done it all. I have used lots of resources in the past. I've developed some of my own. I've been the co-author of 2 textbooks for CAFS. So I kind of, like I've been there and I've been at the other end. I've been a writer of them. So sometimes it's really hard to work out, well, is this resource going to help people? Is this resource going to help make a difference with teachers? So I'd love to hear from you personally. What is one resource that has really made a huge impact in your classroom? Because I know for me, over the last 16 years in the classroom, 19 years I've been teaching and been around CAFS. It's a really long time. And look, I feel so blessed to be able to still teach and help teachers in New South Wales around community and family studies. So my absolute favourite thing to do. I love CAFS, and I hope that it is going to be around for a really long time. But who knows, with syllabus changes coming out really soon, what that might look like. But look, I think the most valuable resource that we have for teachers is not a physical, tangible resource. It's not a YouTube link. It's not like a documentary that we might see around CAFS. It's not a textbook. It's not a booklet, maybe from my resource library. It is each other. We are our own most valuable resources. And I think we take each other for granted. And I know for me, when I first started teaching CAFS, my beautiful coordinator, she wasn't a CAFS kind of experienced CAFS teacher. She knew about CAFS, but PDHPE was her area of expertise. And we're obviously all not good at everything and don't have the resources or support in everything that we do and we take on. So Karen knew PE, but CAFS was fairly new at our school. So I kind of went into CAFS with the syllabus, with the purple textbook, and I would take that to bed at night, nerd, I know, and I would read it and I would digest it and I would really get to know that syllabus document inside and out. That purple textbook became my go-to. It was like my little Bible. I would kind of hold on to it very dearly because I had no support. I had no professional learning out there in CAFS because there wasn't anything available. It wasn't, I reckon, until the maybe mid to late 2000s that professional learning was actually written for community and family studies teachers. Yes, there were a few things done, like when the syllabus was actually announced. That was kind of a big day when the syllabus was amended. I remember actually being part of that, presenting for our teachers across New South Wales. I went with a few other CAFS teachers up and around New South Wales, and I actually wrote that whole professional learning for the HSC course, like teaching teachers about the HSC course when the syllabus was amended. But I really think, professional learning, it's the connection, it's the people. It's not necessarily a resource that's developed or a YouTube clip or an activity. It's actually having access to people's knowledge, understanding, and skills in a particular area. So hands down, I honestly believe that we are our biggest resource, a human resource in ourselves. So non-human resource, if you know CAFS, human, non-human resources, we are our biggest resource. And I think that's part of the reason why so many of us do feel burnt out, is because we're not protecting our time, energy, and well-being. And this week I'm really talking about how we can do that, how we can get back to actually supporting ourselves, because I think we are losing too many people from our profession. I only got an email the other day from one of our beautiful CAFS teachers who actually retired, came back, started doing some teaching in CAFS, and she was given no support, like zero support to implement CAFS at the school she was at. They had done PE before, and she was super experienced, like 40 years under her belt teaching PE, but CAFS she didn't know. So she came to me and said, Kell, look, I need everything. I'd love to be part of the CAFS Collective, Strive, all these other things. And then she only wrote me an email the other day and said, look, I've actually decided to completely retire. So losing her again to our profession makes me super, super upset that the job is still becoming so onerous, and people's time and energy and well-being is not being protected. So my job, my mission is to support your time, your energy and well-being, everything that I do. When I first left the classroom, because I was personally burnt out, I left the classroom and I sat on our lounge upstairs at home, and I literally had no idea what I was going to spend the rest of my career doing. I was a super experienced CAFS teacher, CAFS presenter, author of 2 textbooks, HSC marker of 16 years. At the time, I was, early into my supervisor of marking of CAFS HSC marking role. So that was fairly new, but I had been doing marking for a long time. And I thought, what the hell am I going to do? Like, what am I going to do with my life? I don't see myself being in that classroom anymore, because it was the people who were burning me out. I loved teaching. I loved the profession. I loved marking and all those other things that come with teaching. But the people that I was working with were getting to me. And I literally had a pain in my neck. I had 2 pains in my neck, but I literally then, formulated this, I think, tension and stress in my neck that I no longer could see myself doing that job at that particular school. And I think it was at kind of like a crossroads where I thought, well, I could continue. Hello, Anne. I could continue going down my merry path, doing it like this, or I could actually finally decide to do something that I absolutely love, and that is supporting teachers. And I have the absolute, I feel so blessed to support our beautiful CAFS teachers, and Anne is one of them. And no matter where you are in your CAFS journey, I can use my expertise, my experience to support you where you are. And it's not just about me, obviously, sharing. It's about having a community of teachers, of like-minded, passionate teachers who want to make a difference, and they want to work together to help do that. And my complete mission inside the Learning Network, from day dot when I decided to start my business, was to support your time, your energy, and your well-being. Inside the CAFS Collective, you have that in lots of different ways. So the resource I provide you inside the CAFS Collective is not just like a human resource in terms of my time, my energy, everyone else's knowledge and skills. It's actually helping you, hey Ness, it's helping you, develop really engaging resources. It's also creating some of those for you. Look, I know we are absolutely time poor. Teachers find it really hard to create really practical resources in the classroom. So I get to do that. When you get access to the CAFS Collective, you have access to a whole portal, a whole library of done-for-you activities and lesson plans and resources and templates and scaffolds to help save your time, your energy, and your well-being. And part of this year's intake, this mid-year intake, is that you get access to my Year 11 programs, my Year 11 CAFS programs that are up to date. They can literally use straight away in the classroom. And if you join us before Thursday, you get access to my Year 12 programs as well, to literally save you hundreds of hours of programming, of writing, of searching, of formatting. You get access to both Year 11 and Year 12 programs. But if you kind of sit on the fence and wait too long to join, you don't get access to the Year 12 one. So if you would love to join us and have access to physical resources in terms of programs and teaching and learning activities, you have until Thursday to sign up to get access to the Year 12 programs. But after that, you just get access to Year 11. So inside the CAFS Collective, it's not just about having that one resource. It's having access to teachers who have also been there and done that. And I love what everyone does inside our CAFS Collective Facebook group and says, hey, does anyone have an example of, a task that does this? Or I'm looking for some new report comments. Does anyone have something that they can share with me? And I think that's the power of collaboration. That's the power of community. That's the power of connection, that no longer is it about people holding resources to themselves and not sharing. which I experienced many times in my first few years of teaching, probably for the first 10 years, I reckon, of teaching. I worked with colleagues who weren't collaborative, and I know that there's many of you guys across New South Wales that also feel that pinch that you don't know where to go, but inside the CAFS Collective, you have access to me as your coach and mentor to help you save your time, energy, and well-being. But also, you actually have access to a whole group of other CAFS teachers that are like you. So no matter where you are in New South Wales, if you're up in Tweed, down in Albury, across in Broken Hill, down in Jindabyne, you have access to a whole group of CAFS teachers who are doing exactly what you do, who are teaching the same course. So if you're thinking about joining us, I would absolutely love to welcome you into the CAFS Collective, my CAFS membership. But if you want access to the Year 12 programs, you have to join by Thursday afternoon. But otherwise, if you have any questions at all about what's inside the CAFS Collective, what it involves, it's not onerous, it's not like another one and done professional learning where you have to give up your whole day of teaching. You get to look at snippets and bite-sized bits to help suit your time, your energy, but also based on your needs and wants. Sing out if you have any questions about what's inside. If you need some convincing, or if your school may be a little bit reluctant to let you join, please let me know, because I can get on a phone call and have a chat to them to say, look, this is actually what's involved. You give access to your teacher. They don't have to have the day off. They don't have to spend countless hours after school. They get lots of resources to help them save their time, their energy, and protect their well-being. So thanks again for this afternoon. I'll be back here again tomorrow. And I also have a webinar for you on Thursday night. So thelearnet.com/success is where you can go to join us. And I'm sharing with you the 3 things that you can do literally tomorrow to help save your time, your energy, and your well-being, CAFS, so you're not burnt out. Thanks so much, guys. Have a great arvo.